Hey, what's going on, everybody? Jokertone here. So, a couple of days ago, a little short film had started hitting around the web, and apparently it was about a 15-minute long, estimated 15-minute long, Power Rangers short film. Now, naturally, being a fan of Power Rangers, I was all down to check it out. I had seen previous, fan-made trailers and movies and stuff that have come before it, and this I was gonna treat no different. So I'm watching it, and it's playing, and I'm just like, uh-huh, 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 and then it's over. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that visually it didn't look bad, but I'd be lying if I also said that I didn't care for it. Now, one of the main reasons that I didn't care for it is because although it's not a direct thing from the Power Rangers series, it still had the title Power Rangers. Now, to a lot of people, it's like, oh, well, they were just doing it just to, see what they could do with it in a situation like this or whatever. And I get that. I get that often, more times than not, there have been a few different films where they've made gritty, dark, bloody versions of the Power Rangers universe. And that's not to say I didn't like a few of them, but to me this didn't click because it just didn't feel like Power Rangers. Mainly aside, if they didn't have the suits, and even then when I did see the Green Ranger suit in this, I didn't honestly care for it because it didn't really look like his suit to me, with like a holographic like orange shield or something. I don't know, it didn't really do it for me. And we barely see the Power Ranger suits, so I don't even know why they bothered. What else? I feel like this was also, and that's the thing. They talk about Rita and her takeover, but then James Vanderbeek, who's playing Rocky, talks about the Machine Empire. Well, okay, but what happened to Zed? What happened to, did Master Vile come? Did what even happened to Rita? It's like what, I don't know. It just felt very cluttered in a sense with backstory, and I feel that if they had longer than 15 minutes, it would make sense, obviously. But for what it was worth, it was kind of like head scratching at points. Also, we get no mention of Zordon or like Alpha or anything. They just say multiple times that they were chosen to fight bad guys to protect the Earth. That's all they say. I don't think Zordon's was mentioned at all in this video, which is kind of a letdown because I was kind of hoping to see something like Zordon in here. But basically, why I didn't care for this, and you can hate me for it. You don't have to hate me for it. You do whatever you want. I don't care. My opinion's my opinion. But it's just, I feel like Power Rangers has a natural charm. A natural charm for that goofy, sort of silly, but also sometimes action-packed sense. Like Mighty Morphin, it had a lot of goofy moments, but it also had a lot of badass, fighting monsters and going into giant robot Zord battles. Now that's not to say that they can't make a grittier version. I'm not saying that at all. I'm actually really hoping that the new movie that comes out next year is a little darker than what we get in the TV series. Still have funny moments and action-packed moments, but it might be it'll probably be a little darker. Whereas this, though, with using swords that didn't look like Power Rangers weapons or guns and stuff, like real-world guns and stuff, it just didn't feel like a Power Rangers thing. And I guess, looking at it in an aspect of how it might be actually portrayed in the real world, like how things might go down if something like this happened, because let's be honest, the Power Rangers world isn't our world. We've seen that multiple times. We know this by now. If you've been a fan or if you've seen the seasons, you know that their world is different than ours. But I don't know. I just feel like I can't even really put my finger on it. I just feel like, as a thing to just do for fun and see what people's reactions would be, that's great and all. But I'm kind of glad this wasn't like an actual film, because honestly I probably wouldn't have watched it all the way through, because even these 15 minutes alone was just kind of blah. Like, it was just too dark. It was just too, like, I can't take Power Rangers that seriously. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I've been a fan since Mighty Morphin episode 1. And I cannot see Power Rangers in a world like this. I just can't. While I do give them an A for effort for trying, I feel like it shouldn't really go this dark. And while it may one day go down this route, and I'll probably end up supporting it because I'll be a Power Rangers fan till the day I die, and even then after that, yeah, I just feel like this, and you know, people were hating on Saban for not wanting it on the internet, but you know, they have a new movie coming out for Power Rangers next year. Like, think about it like that. Like, people see this and then they're gonna be like, oh, well, is this a part of the new Power Rangers movie or whatever? Like, oh, is this like the cast and stuff? It's like, no. Like, I feel like, while it was a fun attempt to see how dark Power Rangers can go, just to me, this video alone just didn't feel like Power Rangers. Sure, they had the suits, the names, and some, you know, cameo names like the Machine Empire and Rita, but I don't know. I didn't care for it all that much, and not one of the best fan things that I've seen. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. I hope I'm not the only one who feels this way, because if so, I'm probably gonna get a lot of angry comments. But yeah, it's 10 a.m. right now, and in about 2 hours or so, the new Power Rangers Dino Charge will come out, and then I'll upload the new episode review for that soon after. So until next time.